With over 1,200 locations for First Tee programs around the country and some international as well, this organization has proven time and time again why it's so great. Through growing the game of golf and benefiting the lives of children, First Tee is one of the best youth sports programs. But here at First Tee headquarters, you already know that, and you know why First Tee is so great. So, with how great this program is and the impact that it makes in each and every one of its communities each and every day, there's one thing that strikes me as odd, and that's why there isn't a chapter in the city of Gainesville, Florida. In this presentation, I will display three main objectives: why the Gainesville population would support a First Tee program, and the strategy that we're going to take in opening this program when it comes to attracting audiences. Starting off with the objectives, there are three main ones to consider. First is creating a mass media plan to promote the new chapter and First Tee as a whole. This includes creating social media accounts for the new chapter, posting at least 3 times a week across the different accounts, and creating media and posts specifically to the different audiences. You've already heard me mention this word and term audiences a couple of times already, and that's going to be especially important when we get to our next slide. Next, we have using that plan that will foster early sign-ups for participants, coaches, and volunteers. The goal is to have at least 50 people signed up to the program before its official opening date. Hiring at least 5 qualified coaches that will be able to assist the participants in their golf game, and getting at least 10 volunteers that will be able to assist in the golf aspect and act as mentors to our participants. And now, of course, everyone's favorite, raising money. Through sponsorships, tournaments, and community outreach, First Tee Gainesville will attempt to raise money to use for the program's needs in its first year before the program even opens. Raising $10,000 at least that will go directly to First Tee to help fund golf sets and coaches. And utilizing social media to also help raise money for spreading the awareness of the new chapter. With 135 different locations in Florida alone, there are just 2 north of Orlando and south of Jacksonville. Both of those locations are in Daytona Beach. There are no First Tee programs in the Gainesville-Ocala area, and with about 20 golf courses in the area, bringing one to Gainesville will see success. Here's how to attract each of our audiences that I was talking about before. When considering Gainesville, 27.5% of the population makes up the statistics that here at First Tee we consider junior golfers, while nearly 40% of the population of Gainesville is made up of people 35 and older and can be classified as a parent who may enroll their child into the program, or someone who is older and plays golf and would then in turn be considered a volunteer of this program. By these numbers, sheerly alone, we can see Gainesville would be supportive of this First Tee program, in terms of numbers, of course. These numbers are also important because throughout this campaign, we'll be targeting 3 different audiences: youth and children who will be participants of the chapter, parents that will enroll their child, and coaches and volunteers for the chapter. Considering just under a third of Gainesville population falls under the junior golf category, age, and statistic, social media would be effective. When implementing this campaign, hashtag FirstTeeGNV would be a part of each post and new social media account to keep it all under one umbrella. When attracting parents and adults, we'd go through the news and local advertisements in newspapers and magazines, as well as TV 20, Fun for Gator Kids, and the Gainesville Sun. In addition to this, creating a survey at local tabling events to see if they would enroll their children. Finally, for coaches, hosting events and golf tournaments at local courses in efforts to raise money for First Tee Gainesville to show them the first-hand benefits of their services is the best route to take when attracting this audience. Last but not least, here's a streamlined look of our strategy in 3 steps, which coincidentally aligns up with our objectives. I believe that fostering a media campaign will lead to early signups and in turn, events and money raised to kickstart the opening of First Tee Gainesville. Also, if this campaign does get approval, Ironwood Golf Course, one of the local public courses, has already agreed to be the host for the new chapter. So here, like we said at the beginning, First Tee, and here especially at the headquarters, we know the impact it makes. In Gainesville, the audience is hungry and ready for our First Tee chapter. Here at First Tee, we always like to say the phrase, experiences are our greatest teacher. So why don't we make more experiences and get no pun intended, new teachers. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing your feedback in our goal of opening a first tee chapter here in Gainesville.